In this video, we will show you how to make decisions in round 1 of the Chocolate Factory Business Simulation Game. The first thing you will see after entering the simulation is your dashboard. It shows all crucial data and the most important results from previous rounds. You will find the following details here. Your company's name and logo. They will be visible here after you save them in round 1. Your position in the ranking. It shows how your team is doing against the competition. The ranking is based on a scorecard and will be available from round 3. The number of rounds in the game and the current round. Your net income, which equals 0 right now because you haven't started selling yet. In the next rounds, your income from the previous round will be shown here. Account balance. That is the funds that are currently available in your bank account. At this point, your account balance shows the starting capital. As you play along, it will reflect the change in cash based on your financial result. A minimum gross salary shows the amount of money you must pay to every employee. Employees and equipment working time. Your business is a traditional factory, working one shift, let's say from 9 till 5. Then your equipment and employees, both production and sales, will work on average 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and 4 weeks a month. It gives you a total of 160 hours per month, which means every employee that you hire will work 160 hours during a month, regardless of the type of contract. And also, all machines will be available for the same amount of time per month. Depreciation rates, which are the rates at which the equipment will be depreciated depending on its value. Other information. You can find 2 items here. First is the income tax rate. Second is the employer's contribution rate that you'll be paying over gross salary for every employee on a full-time contract here. You can return to the dashboard whenever you want by clicking on the simulation logo in the top left corner of the screen. Next to every piece of information given in the simulation, there is an eye icon where you can find descriptions and hints. Use them if you don't know what a given number or position means. Additionally, on the left side of the screen, there is a black panel with the simulation guide that explains all decisions round by round, as well as video guides. All decisions in the simulations should be made starting from the left side and ending on the right side of the top menu. The first item in the menu is your email inbox. At the beginning of every month, check your inbox because you'll be getting messages from, for example, your business mentors, tax office, industry media, or your employees. Your task is to assess if the information in a particular message has any impact on your business. After doing so, draw conclusions leading to an appropriate reaction. The first decision you make is your company name. On the left side of the screen, you can see examples of other factories' names, and on the right side, you can type in the name for your business. Please note that the maximum number of characters you can use for the company's name is 12. You can also upload your company's logo. The name and logo are not evaluated in the simulation. The decisions must be saved with the Save button. Now let me give you a few technical tips. Within one round, you can change your decision any number of times. So, if you change your mind and want to edit your company name, you can do it as many times as you want until the game is advanced to the next round. What's more, remember that if you play in a team, each team member is an equal partner, and they can save and change every decision. The system will always remember the last decision saved by any team member. Therefore, always make decisions together. And it is enough if the decision is saved in the system by just one person. When you are ready with your company name, it's time to prepare your company's mission statement. Again, on the left, you will find exemplary mission statements. On the right side, there is a place for your company's mission statement. After entering the mission statement, confirm it with the Save button. Your mission statement will not be subjected to an evaluation by the game. If you run your virtual company in a team, there are two decisions regarding your team. If you are playing individually, you will not see this section in the menu. First, make decisions concerning the team rules. Choose the rules that you want your team to follow. You can choose any number of rules. The rules you choose will not affect your results in any way. These are your internal arrangements. The next decision concerns the division of roles. You can define what tasks or departments individual team members will be responsible for. If your teammates already joined the game, tiles with their names will appear here. You can choose any number of departments for a single person. You don't have to select all departments. You can also allocate responsibility for a given department to several people. The roles you choose do not affect your company's performance or the scope of decisions that will be available to individual team members. Now your task will be to prepare a business model canvas of your business. It contains 9 areas important to your business. On the left side of the screen, you will find elements that you need to match with the right business model canvas category. Drag and drop them to the right categories, and then verify your answers with the button at the bottom of the page. Then, move on to defining your company's offer. Your task will be to decide which products you would like to offer to your customers. You will not be selling them in round 1 yet. However, you have to forecast the number of products you would like to manufacture and sell. This will help you determine how many employees you'll need and make appropriate investments in workstations. In the Offer tab, you can find information about all products you'll be able to manufacture and sell in your chocolate factory. Let's take a look at the available details. Annual demand is an approximate number of products that your customers may want to buy in a year. Expected price is an approximate price your customers are willing to pay for this type of product. Production time shows the amount of time your production worker is busy manufacturing one piece. Sales time shows the average amount of time your sales representative needs to sell one piece. Seasonality graph shows how the demand changes in individual months. It is built of 12 blocks, each representing 1 month. Hover over the graph to check the seasonality for every month. Additionally, under the Details button, you will find information about the equipment, resources, and types of employees required to manufacture and sell each product. At the initial stage of your company's activity, you can choose to manufacture and sell up to 3 products. You can only select the first 3 products on the list. All the other products do not have the Select button, which allows you to turn them on. It will appear in the next rounds, and this is when you'll be able to add more products to your offer. If you decide to add a given product to your offer, press the Select button. Then you will see a box to enter the monthly demand forecast. Your task is to forecast the number of products your customers will demand in a month, and therefore, this is what you should manufacture and prepare for sale. Now let's look at this monthly demand forecast. Remember that all decisions you make in the simulation should be based on the data provided. So, what data can we use to make the demand forecast? You will definitely need the annual demand and the seasonality index. In the seasonality graph, you will find 12 bars representing individual months. If the seasonality index for a given month is 1, it means that it is an average season. If the seasonality index is less than 1, it means a slow season for this product. If it is more than 1, for example 1.4, It is a high season, and you can expect that customers want to buy 40% more products than in an average month. So, now decide how many products you want to manufacture and sell in round 2 and select them. I will now walk you through the whole process of forecasting the demand and calculating the right number of workstations to buy. Let's say that I will select all 3 available products. I start with calculating the demand for each of them. I will show this using an Excel spreadsheet that I have prepared in advance. I strongly encourage you to build your own spreadsheets that will automatically calculate things for you every round. In my Excel spreadsheet, I have data from the Offer tab. That is, the annual demand and seasonality index of the 3 selected products. Divide the annual demand by 12 to get the average monthly demand, and then multiply the result by the seasonality index for the month for which you're forecasting. In our case, that will be seasonality in February. So, for the banana chip chocolate bar, it will be 10,800 divided by 12 times 1. The result is 900. This means you can expect that customers will want to buy 900 banana chip chocolate bars in February. If your result ends with a fraction, you need to round it to an integer, as this is supposed to be the number of chocolate bars. You can round it up or down, it's up to you. Calculate the demand forecast for the other services in the same way. Now, let's go back to the Offer tab. Enter the forecasted monthly demand for all the products you selected. At this stage, you have chosen the products you want to sell next month and calculated the number of products customers will most probably like to buy so that you know how many you should produce. Now it's time to make decisions about the investment in the workstations. One workstation is the physical space for one employee and their equipment. When you purchase a workstation, it means that you are preparing the space for the employees by, for example, renovating, painting, and adapting it to the needs of the equipment that you will buy in the future. In this tab, you can buy new workstations, and you can check the monthly cost of maintaining your factory. Remember that you need one workstation for every employee that you want to hire, both for sales and production. You always need 1 month to prepare a workstation. It means that if you decide to create a workstation in round 1, it will be available in round 2. This is the only decision in the simulation that works with a 1-round delay. The number of workstations you need depends on the number of employees you want to hire in the next round. So, to know the number of employees you'll need to hire, you have to calculate how many hours it will take to manufacture and then sell all selected chocolate bars. To do this, go back to the Offer tab. For every product, calculate the required employee's working time. Do it by multiplying the forecasted demand by the time needed to produce and sell 1 bar. After summing up the employee's working time needed for all the products, compare it with the employee's monthly working time. I hope you remember that every employee works 160 hours a month. This information is available on the dashboard. So, if the total production time or total sales time is lower than 160 hours, it means that you need 1 employee. If the result is higher than 160 hours, then calculate the exact number of employees you'll need to produce and sell all your products. Let's calculate how many employees I will need in my example case. I'll go back to the Excel spreadsheet, where I have already prepared the information about my forecasted demand in February, and I have copied the production and sales time from the Offer tab. Since we need 2 types of employees, production and sales, we need to calculate separately the number of employees we need in each category. Let's start with the production workers. We need a production worker for 0.05 hours to manufacture 1 bar of each kind. We need to know the total time required to produce each bar. Total production time is the monthly demand forecast times the production time. To produce all banana chip chocolate bars, we multiply 900 bars times 0.05 hours, which gives us a total of 45 hours. Calculate the production time of the other products you want to offer in the same way. Now, sum it up, and we will get a total production time of all types of bars. In my case, it turned out to be 154 hours. Then, we compare this number with the maximum working time of the employees. I hope you remember from the dashboard that in the simulation, every employee works 160 hours per month. If we divide the total time needed to serve all customers by 160, we will get the number of employees that we need. In our case, 154 divided by 160 is 0.96, which means it will be enough to hire 1 production worker to manufacture the products in February, and thus we have to buy 1 workstation now. If, on the other hand, you get a number higher than 1, it means that you need more employees. For example, 1.5 means that you need 2 employees to manufacture all products. Be careful when you round the numbers, because if you round them down, it may mean that you won't be able to produce as many chocolate bars as you planned. Now do the same thing with the sales specialist. Just like before, multiply the forecasted demand times the sales time of each product. You will get a total salesperson time that you need to sell the forecasted number of products. In my case, I need the sales specialist for 123 hours in February, and it is 0.77 of a full-time job. This means I'll hire just 1 salesperson and therefore prepare 1 sales workstation. When you are ready, go back to the Investments Workstations tab and select the required number of production and sales workstations. You have to buy at least the same number of workstations as the number of employees you want to hire next month in each department, production and sales. You can buy more workstations if you want, because when you buy in bulk, the unit price is lower. In this case, they will be available for you, ready when you want to hire another employee. In every new round, you can purchase new workstations. Now let's move on to the finances. The next decision is to choose the bank where you will open your corporate bank account. You can choose between the offers from several banks that differ in terms of fees and interest rates. Choose one of the available banks. More offers may appear in the next rounds, and you can change your bank at any time. Next, select the accounting office where your company's books will be kept. The offers of accounting offices differ in the price of recording documents, as well as personnel and payroll services. Remember that you can change the accounting office in every round, so if it turns out that another accounting office has a better offer for your company, you can change it any round. The last decision to make in this round is insurance. Your business may be exposed to various unexpected events and situations. Machines may break unexpectedly. Deliveries may be delayed. Hurricanes or other natural disasters may hit your area. The scope may be wide, but the result is usually the same. You will bear extra costs. Fortunately, you can insure your business against at least some of them. If you do, should any of the risks appear and you suffer exceptional costs, the insurance company will compensate for them. In this section, you will find the available insurance options covering different risks. Next to each option, you'll find the probability of appearance, as well as potential costs of the damages. Select the types of risks you would like to be insured against. You can change the scope of risks you're insured against every round. Before finishing the round, make sure you have made all the decisions. The checklist will help you verify if all the most important decisions have been made. You can find 3 categories of warnings highlighted with different colors. The red ones indicate the most serious omissions. The remaining ones are informative, and their task is to draw your attention to check if all decisions have been made and if the given values are correct. To check or correct the decisions indicated in the warnings, use the Correct button on the right side of the message, or go directly to the appropriate tab in the top menu. Remember, the aim of the checklist is not to verify if your decisions are correct, but only to make sure you have not missed anything. When all of your decisions are ready, use the Submit Decisions button to upload them to the server. This will inform your instructor that you are ready to move on. Now you have to wait for the instructor to advance the game to the next round. Remember that the system will not allow you to submit your decisions if there are red critical errors in the checklist. Can you change your decisions after you submit them? If there is still time before the deadline set by your instructor, you can go back to the game using the Return to Making Decisions in the Current Round button. Remember to resubmit the decisions once you're done. If you are playing in a solo game, sending a decision will take you straight to the next round. I hope everything is clear. See you in the next videos. Good luck.